Chapter 2: Nutrition in Animals. In the previous chapter, we have learnt that green plants can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, but animals cannot. Animals are dependent on plants for food, directly or indirectly. All organisms, including humans, require food for growth, to repair damaged parts of their bodies, and for obtaining energy to carry out life processes. Animal nutrition is a process of taking food by an organism and its digestion, absorption, and utilization in the body. Different steps in the process of nutrition. There are 5 main steps in the process of nutrition in animals. These are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Ingestion, the process by which the food is taken inside the body of an organism, is called ingestion. When we put food into our mouth with hands, we are ingesting the food. However, different animals ingest food in different ways and have special organs for this purpose. Let us study how some animals ingest their food. Digestion. The mouth leads the food into the buccal cavity or mouth cavity. The buccal cavity contains teeth, tongue, and salivary gland. Let us study in detail about each. Teeth. The teeth break the food into small pieces, chew it, and grind it. This is also called mechanical digestion. Each tooth is rooted in a separate socket in the gums. Our teeth are of different shapes and carry out different functions. Based on their structure and function, teeth are of 4 types. Incisors, cutting teeth. These are 4 flat and blade-like teeth present in the front part of each jaw. These teeth are used to bite and cut the food into small pieces. Canines, tearing teeth. These are present on either side of the incisors. They are 2 in number in each jaw. These are sharp and pointed and thus help in tearing the food. Premolars, grinding teeth. There are 2 premolars next to each canine, 4 in number in each jaw. These are broad and flat teeth. They grind food and break it into smaller pieces. Molars, grinding teeth. The remaining teeth in the jaw are 3 molars on either side of premolars, 6 in number in each jaw. These teeth are also broad and flat. They are larger than the premolars. These teeth are also used to crush and grind food. Do you know? Tooth decay and toothache. When we eat food, small bits of it get stuck between our teeth. Sometimes these bits of food stay between our teeth if we do not brush our teeth carefully. The bacteria present in our mouth reacts with the leftover food and forms acids. The acids affect the tooth enamel, which starts decaying. This is called tooth decay. It causes holes or cavities in the enamel. As a result, the nerves and the blood vessels in the pulp get exposed. When any cold or hot thing comes in contact with these exposed nerves, we feel pain or suffer from toothache. Tooth decay causes the following: holes or cavities in the teeth, bad breath, loss of teeth, toothache, stomach disorders. Tooth decay can be avoided in the following manner. We should avoid eating too many sweets, ice creams and chocolates. We must brush our teeth at least twice a day, in the morning and at night before going to bed. We must floss our teeth every day. A dental floss is a special strong thread that is moved back and forth through the spaces between our teeth to remove the food stuck between our teeth. the food that cannot be removed by brushing. Tongue. The tongue is a fleshy, muscular organ attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity. It is free at the front and can be moved in all directions. The tongue is important for performing the following functions. It helps in mixing saliva with food. It helps in pushing and thus swallowing the food into the food pipe. It helps in getting the taste of food. It has several buds that can distinguish 4 types of tastes in food: salty, sour, bitter, and taste. It enables us to speak. Activity 1. Take 2 test tubes and label them A and B. In test tube A, put a few pieces of boiled potato. In test tube B, put a few pieces of boiled potato after chewing them for 3 to 5 minutes. Put 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution in each test tube. We observe the following. In test tube A, the pieces of boiled potato turn blue-black. In test tube B, the pieces of boiled potato turn reddish-brown to yellow. Conclusion: the boiled potato in test tube A contains starch, which turns blue-black when it comes in contact with iodine. The boiled and chewed potato pieces in test tube B are acted upon by the saliva. The amylase present in saliva breaks the starch in the boiled potato into sugar. Sugar does not give blue-black color with iodine. Pharynx and esophagus. The tongue pushes the chewed food into a short, muscular tube called the pharynx. From the pharynx, the food goes into a long and narrow muscular tube called the food pipe or esophagus. When the slightly digested food enters the food pipe, the walls of the food pipe start contracting and expanding to push the food down into the stomach. The pushing down of food by the walls of the food pipe in a wave-like action is called peristalsis. Digestion of food does not take place in the esophagus. Stomach. The stomach is a J-shaped, thick-walled organ on the left side of the abdomen. It is the widest part of the alimentary canal. The wall of the stomach contains gastric glands. These glands secrete gastric juice, which contains 3 substances: hydrochloric acid, pepsin, and mucus. Hydrochloric acid kills many harmful bacteria that enter with the food and makes the medium in the stomach acidic. The mucus protects the lining of the stomach. In the acidic medium, pepsin digests the proteins in the food to form simple soluble substances called peptones. Consequently, the food gets converted into a partially digested semi-solid food called chyme. The chyme leaves the stomach and enters the small intestine. The small intestine. The small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal. It is about 7.5 meters long and arranged in the form of a coil. The small intestine receives secretions from 2 glands, the liver and the pancreas, through a common duct. The wall of the small intestine also secretes digestive juices called intestinal juices. Liver. The liver is a reddish-brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. It is the largest gland